Lobos, but we're glad we won. They're a tough team to play against. They're a hard team to prepare against. I was worried about somebody would come in and play us 40 minutes of zone, and they did. And our guys got deer in the headlights, and, they weren't able to do some things that they're very capable of doing, shooting the ball, and we shot 23s, and we're not going to play very well when we shoot 23s. So that's part of it, and, I'm just glad we won. I don't think I've ever played a game where we played all zone, but it took them away from running all their offense. But he does a great job. They got a good team. They play hard. They're one possession from San Diego State at San Diego State. They played well this year. They've had the injury bug, but all in all, any game you win is good. And just happy our guys came through and won. But the only thing I will say, I've never been around a kid like Hugh Greenwood that can just win a game by himself at the end with deflections and steals and making plays with his heart. And I just hope I just told my team, I said, I hope that they're watching, and I hope he rubs off on them, because he didn't have a very good offensive night, but the things he does, not offensively, but just what he does to win games is what Lobo basketball is about, and I just hope it rubs off on the other guys.
Stretches tonight where, because of foul trouble or whatever the reason, you don't have Obach or JJ in there. Is that something that was a matchup issue, a foul issue, or might we see that in the future without one of your two centers in there?
Foul issue.
As far as Hugh goes, I did see a step back three in the second half, which he hadn't done in several games.
Yeah, his problem, Jeff, was he made the first two shots and then he thought he could shoot all of them. And he had 3 or 4 times where he could have shot fake and guys would have ran by him. But that's what happens. When you make some shots, you get really confident and you start taking bad shots. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a heat check after you make 2 and you miss. If you take that third one and miss it, then you got to start being more selective. But I'm never going to criticize how he plays or what he does. He's taking better shots. He just couldn't get it going tonight. But he does so many other things to win us ball games. That's all that matters.
And 4 of his steals tied to career high, and it was all in the second half.
When we needed it.
He did that against Utah State, where he had the slow start, slow start, I guess, statistically slow start, but he was still involved, but he didn't really get onto the stats until late in the game. That's 2 games in a row where he's sort of come on strong in that second half.
Well, he's got to let the game come to him. He was just fortunate enough where he made 2 threes, and then he got rushed where he thought he had to make a lot of threes, and he really didn't have to do that, even though they're going zone. We missed a lot of guys in the paint. We've worked on that for 2 days, that 3-2 zone for 2 days. You guys were at practice the other day, and you saw us go against it for 30 minutes. The only thing we did on, what was it, Monday? Monday. That's all we did. But, it's different when you go out there and some of our guys got a little gun shy.
Sam's performance, is he just getting more and more confident?
He's pretty good. He's a good player. I just gave him a hard time at pregame dinner. I said, can't score a basket? I said, there's probably hadn't been a game that you've played since you've been 6 years old you haven't scored a basket, because he didn't score a basket out in the last game. So, I was needling with him a little bit, but he gives great effort. He's a great kid. Really happy with our whole team tonight. I thought we got good play from everybody. We just had a hard time scoring it till late, and we got to figure out how to get the ball inside the paint, passing it, moving it, cutting, and then Devin's got to give us something. O's got to give us something. JJ gave us a good hook shot, but he's still fouling too much. We'll get him in and watch film tomorrow, and then Jordan and Joe and Devin got to give us something. Especially when we're zone, they got to be able to get something in the middle of the paint and make a play.
Arthur had 10 points off the bench.
Yeah, played great.
Can you talk about Arthur, what he did that worked so well?
I just think that, we gave him an opportunity, and we kind of went with the rotation. We're going to play 11 guys, and everybody had a good frame of mind. He took open shots. He made good plays. He made foul shots, even though he was 2 for 4. But he made a couple big shots that we needed. He's capable of doing that. He was playing really good basketball before he broke his finger or dislocated his finger. So we got to get him back into form. But, Deshaun's got to figure out when teams play him like that and make him shoot jump shots, he's got to step into shots with confidence and knock them down. But he'll do that.
What about the way you guys finished, Coach?
The game?
Yes, sir.
It's always good. I mean, I was really nervous about that game. I know we've got a great record against him. He does a great job. Anybody that goes and buys into what the Air Force stands for, which is an unbelievable thing that these kids sacrifice to do and give up, for the military, for the Air Force. It's amazing. So they're going to be tough. They're going to be tough-minded. They're going to give you everything they have. They're going to compete, because anybody that does what they do day in and day out is going to be mentally tough. So I knew that it was going to be a battle, and it's always a battle with them. And this game always makes me nervous.
How do you get more consistent play out of the big guys, JJ and Oak? Is it more about getting the ball inside?
Well, I just think they got to get better movement. We got to throw the ball to them when they're open. We made some really good passes we made a great pass to O late, and he brought it down again. Then he misses it, doesn't get it up. It's a jump ball. He's got to catch that and go right to the basket. We've been working on that stuff. JJ and O are they're in development stage. They have their ups and downs, and it's like our team. We're gonna have our ups and downs still. If you told me we'd be sitting 4-1 right now with what we've been through this year, I would have been I wouldn't know if that would be the case. But I think our guys are really giving great effort. I think they're learning every game, and I think they're trying to get better.
Defensively, you guys definitely tried to trap them in the corner, take away the baseline, but just overall, do you feel like the execution?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I just thought it was real. We got really lackadaisical when. We know Merrick can shoot. He's from the state. We watched him play high school. He played AAU ball with our boys way back when, but we knew he could shoot. We gave up a lot of corner threes. They hit 2 in a row, and that's something that we had worked on. But all in all, they've got to figure out. We threw the kitchen sink at them tonight. We played 22-2. We played 3-2 zone. We played 1-3-1. We did a little bit about everything. But when you do that, and you don't do it a lot like we have recently, like Dede forgot a couple times that he was in 3 instead of 2, and that happens. So we're a work in progress with that. But, I thought all in all, to hold them to 48 points with the shooting, the way they can shoot the ball, and we played zone the whole game, I thought was pretty good. You hold them to 27%, and they're shooting, I think, 37 for the year. You guys that have the stat sheet I'd be more than probably know that better than I do.
Air Force scored 59 points in the second half against CSU. Did you expect that they would slow down as much as they did tonight?
Well, I don't know if they slowed it down. I think our zone slowed them down a little bit. I think CSU played them a little bit of zone, not as much as we did, and that kind of slows everybody down. I know it slowed our pace down by them playing us 3-2 zone. And I think that slows anybody's pace down when you play that much zone, because you got guys back and set, and it slows up your pace. I don't think, I watched that game, and I can't go back on the stats. I usually pretty good memory, but they shot the ball a little bit better, I think, against CSU. Would that be a fair assessment?
Absolutely.
Okay. I didn't know.
At which point did you know that Jan wasn't going to be playing tonight?
We didn't know till about 5 minutes before the game, and I made a mistake by telling him he wasn't going to play. I think you make mistakes when you tell them their best player's not going to play. I think you let them go down there and think that he's going to play, and then they go out and play. Because I think sometimes, if that makes any sense, and he's an excellent player, but they got a good team. They're going to always have a good team. They play a system. They do it the right way. They have mental toughness. They got a good coach. They got a good system. They're always going to be competitive.
Can you tell us what the explanation was given to you on the Devin Williams?
Elbow. That's a rule. Anytime you hit a kid, he just turned, and that's the rule. So it was a flagrant one, and that was the right call. I think that's the rule. It's 2 shots in the ball. Yeah, he just. It wasn't. It was a basketball play, but the rule by having, you hit somebody in the head, it's a basketball play, but it's still the rule, and that was the right call.
How big of a win is this, considering you didn't play your best basketball and protecting the home floor?
Well, I just told him. I said, your mission is to protect the home floor, and your goal is to go undefeated at home. And I think that's what every team should have. And that's why we've always tried to do it, undefeated in conference play, and that's going to be big. I think you have to take care of home. I know it wasn't pretty. Our guys battled. We got a great leader that made some unbelievable plays. So it's big. I mean, anytime you can win a game in our conference right now, it's big.
Looking forward, what do you know about Boise State? And I'm not looking at the film so far, I'm sure.
Well, I know their best players out. So I mean, that's I think that's the biggest thing. I know they got a big win on UNLV, and they do a good job. We've had trouble with them, but they're coming to our place.
Are you getting a better feel for your rotation now?
Not really. It's hard playing 11 guys. I mean, it's hard because you're trying to get guys minutes, and you're trying to get it on we kind of got it on a set schedule, and then a guy will get going, hit 2 threes or 2 shots, and then you really don't want to. It's hard playing 11. It's not easy. We're trying. I think we're getting there, but we if we continue to get in foul trouble, then we'll have to play 11 because JJ and O spent most of the time in foul trouble. So those other guys are going to have to play. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate it.